Versus one secret Latino.
I'm Asian.
I'm Asian.
That's a real Asian.
I'm Asian.
I'm Asian.
I'm Asian.
I'm Asian.
And I'm Mexicano.
Oh, this is the one where they're blindfolded. Yeah, because you... Wait. Oh, you can't even see the other guy. Like, you can see all their eyes, bruh. Like... Oh, his eyes are closed. I don't know why his eyes are closed. But yeah, you could just tell, bro. You could, like, instantly you could just tell that they're not Asian, bruh. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 1.8%, you know what I'm saying? So, like, my eyes are, like, type shit.
My name is Adam Pardo. I'm fully Mexican. Both of my parents, they are from Mexico. During my childhood, I was raised with mostly Spanish. Then being close to the American border, I got to pick up English naturally. So after a little bit, all kids around me, a lot of them were growing up semi-bilingual. So then English was not as cool anymore. And that started opening my mindset to trying to learn more languages. And then I started with Japanese. At home, I live and breathe Japanese. My wife is Japanese. I definitely had to be careful to not sound like...
His wife is Japanese. That's a crazy build, bruh. Their kids are gonna be super interesting. Mexican and Japanese. Wait, hold on. How does that even look? Whoa. Mexican and Japanese girl. I think I just found my type.
I memorized stuff, so I created flashcards and I was just quizzing myself, but I had to riff on each of the cards. So I practiced that, and then I was just, let it go. Relax and let my brain do everything else.
I'm Dustin. I'm a YouTuber and musician, and I'm American and I'm Vietnamese.
I'm Tejas. I am a student on leave of absence working on a startup called Poppin. I'm Indian.
That nigga does not sound like he's Asian, but he is because India is in Asia.
American. I grew up in India and I moved to America for high school.
I'm Justin. I'm 27 years old. I'm a second grade teacher and I'm American and
Bro, I don't know, bro. I'm just used to teachers looking a certain way, bro. How the fuck does this nigga look like a teacher, bro? I don't know. That's just like, it's just weird to me, bro.
I'm 18 years old.
It's crazy because like one of the homies in the group chat, bro, she's a teacher and we're the same age, bro. And I'm like, dog, you are like literally dumb as a sack of bricks, bro. How the fuck are you teaching anybody, bro? And I think she teaches high school, bro. I think she teaches 9th grade, like English or some shit. Like she teaches like reading. And I'm like, how the fuck do you even do that, bro? Like dead ass. Like how the fuck do you do that? Cause like you look like you just graduated high school. Like I don't know, bro. It's interesting, and it's the same high school she went to, bro. So like she's up there with like the rest of like the teachers and stuff she grew up with. Like it's kind of crazy, bro. I don't know. Jersey's a weird place.
In sales management at a startup.
No, she teaches math, I think.
Companies.
Fuck, I don't remember.
I'm Korean American.
I'm George. I work in regulatory affairs, and I'm also a content creator. I'm Indonesian American, and I'm also 25 years old.
Fine ass voice.
Kenichi.
The fuck?
You guys can call me Ken. I'm Japanese American, and I work in the semiconductor industry.
Hello, my name is Edward. I'm 30, born in San Gabriel Valley. I'm Taiwanese American, and I run a clothing brand.
I was gonna be.
All right, they're packing up Edward and Justin first. Oh no, not Justin. Edward and the dude who said he was Indian.
Just if anybody
they don't sound
is
Asian.
Japanese, Chinese, or Korean, because I feel like culturally it is very popular and language-wise very common and popular to learn.
What languages do you guys speak?
Okay, I'm Taiwanese American and I speak Mandarin. I don't speak any other language, but I kind of understand a little bit of Tagalog.
Tagalog, yeah.
Which is from the Philippines.
Me too.
I speak a little bit of Vietnamese. I can understand it mostly. It's mostly like a Viet-English mix, like my parents.
I assume that was probably like, oh yeah, that's cap. Like, you know what I'm saying? I gave you a little magandang umaga. You know what I'm saying? That's good morning type shit. That's the only one I remember though.
Parents would speak Vietnamese, mostly like commands and stuff.
I'm like 80% fluent in Korean.
Indonesian was my first language.
80% fluent is crazy.
After I moved here.
I wonder how fluent I am in English. Like, I know I'm not 100% because there's, bro, I have like the dictionary word of the day, like little widget on my phone, and I see a new word every day. And there's words that I see, I'm like, dude, nobody fucking says these words, bruh. But it'd be expanding my vocabulary a little bit, but I'd be forgetting the words by the end of the day. I'll look at them all day. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll forget them. I don't even know what today's word is. Let me see what today's word is. On it's like the dictionary app. Today's word is gadfly. That's how you say it. Oh, okay. All right, never mind. Gadfly. In literal use, gadfly refers to any of various flies, such as horsefly, botfly, or warblefly. Don't know what the fuck that means. That bite or annoy livestock. Oh, it's flies that bite. That's a gadfly. That's like the overarching term for. So I guess whenever you're, you know what I'm saying, at your cookouts and hanging out with your friends at the beach and shit over this summer, and you get attacked by some flies, it might be a part of the gadfly family.
I don't
It's a little
speak
food
that
for thought,
word,
you know what I'm
but
saying?
It's kind of like a broken Indonesian.
I speak like very little of
Suggest.
many South Indian languages like Malayalam, Tamil,
Malayalam.
Kannada, and a bit of Hindi. So I can be like,
Alright, so a nigga who doesn't know anything about those cultures and who is lying about being a certain race would not know that shit. I'm telling you they wouldn't. So that alone should honestly clear his name. Edward, you're on the chopping block, buddy.
very basic in conversation, but I can understand all of them.
I speak Japanese. My parents forced me to speak Japanese at home. My biggest challenge here was not convincing them that I could speak Japanese. My personality is very loud, very friendly. I like to connect with people. So I had to build a character that had a congruent background and that was believable.
Should we start with like something like really niche in our ethnicities, maybe?
No, let's,
Yeah, you like, you gotta tell them that you like Pokemon cards and, bitches that's built like they're from High School DxD.
let's be a little broad.
Instant Japanese.
Yeah, let's be a little broad.
Who asked for it to be broad?
Ronnie, the Korean guy.
Thanks for clarifying.
yeah.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about food?
It's good.
Well, I mean, like, you know, like,
I feel like it wouldn't help that much because anyone can talk about food.
you guys know, like, the typical street Filipino food. I'm from Florida,
Type
and, like,
shit.
there's not a whole lot of Filipinos there. So I felt like if I really went into it and talked about the different kinds of foods that they have, that could really, like, show my Asianness, I guess.
I think I was about to throw like the niche food out there because Japan has a lot of niche food, like very stinky beans, natto. But if I throw
Ew.
it in there, I would look too try hard.
Can we go
Yeah,
down
you
the
can't
line
do
and
that. Yeah, you
everyone
gotta,
say-
Loki, you gotta be quiet. I ain't gonna lie. As the mole, you have to be quiet, but make sure when other people ask questions, you're first one on it. So that way, okay, this guy, first was kind of crazy, but maybe like second. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe like second on.
They were born in America or they were
Yeah.
born elsewhere? Maybe that.
I was born in America.
I was born in America.
Born in America.
Born in America.
Indonesia.
Okay, and
Wait, who said Indonesia?
Me.
I think you said Indonesian, no?
Indonesian. So when I first came here, I noticed that everyone called it Indonesian, but I used to call it Indonesian. I just assimilated, so like that's why.
Do you like
Indonesian.
martabak?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
What's the recipe?
Well, martabak. Like, are you talking about like martabak manis, martabak telur? Like,
Oh, he knows. He
Oh,
knows
no, he
stuff.
got it.
Not many people know about being Indonesian,
Type
despite
shit.
it being like
Yeah,
the fourth most.
I was about to say, look, hey, my dog don't be in the kitchen, but you know what I'm saying? He be cooking on some shit though. Hey, he don't cook the food, but he cook, you know what I'm saying? Nah, he was on that. That was kind of fire. Cause at first I was like, oh shit, he got caught. Like they finna press him. But then he was like, which one we talking? We talking this. Like, okay, he on that. He on that.
I have a question for Ronnie.
Yeah, what's up?
So you said you're born in America.
Yeah.
Where were you born and where'd you grow up?
I've always been around like the OC area.
What?
Okay, wait. OC is like California, right? Because look, if you're an Asian person and you're not from California, I already kind of raised some red flags. Really, somewhere on the West Coast, bruh. West Coast is just straight Asian territory. Now, with that being said, there are Asians on the East Coast, but I think they're like far and few between. A lot of them are on the West Coast. So, you got to keep that in mind if you're trying to be a mole. Me personally, I'm a mole. I'm from Oceanside, California, bro. Personally. Right next to San Diego. That's where I'm at. I think. I don't know how far Oceanside is from San Diego, but I actually used to be in Oceanside, California. And I remember going to San Diego vividly, like often. So that's why I assume that they're close together. I actually don't know, bro. I was like 7 at the time.
Korea are your parents from?
South? Not north, definitely not.
When someone asked him what part of Korea is from, he said he's obviously not from north, which I feel like is such a used joke. I feel like that a Korean person wouldn't say that, so I was a little sus of him.
What city in the?
That I don't know. I think my dad is from. Oh no, I went to Korea last summer and we visited his parents. It's like near the mountains. I don't know the exact city name because I've only been to Korea once and that was my first time. My mom is from the same area as well.
Even if like you're not close with your parents, I feel like you should still know where they're from.
Nah, I sound like a horrible son now.
Yeah, like, I don't know, bruh. I don't know, because I don't know if my mom was born in the same place I was born at. To be honest with you, I was born in Louisiana, but I don't know if my mom from there, bruh. Being completely honest with you, I can't even call her right now. She at work, but like, you know what I'm saying? Type shit. But like, that's like, I understand it though, because like from an immigrant standpoint, like you would probably be like, well, if my parents aren't from America, like, where did you grow up, you know? And if you did go to visit them in Korea, you'd probably like, I don't know, maybe have a picture or something, or maybe like remember the spot that you went to. I don't know. Maybe you might have bad memory, bro.
No, I sound like a horrible son.
It might not be that important to him.
Nah, I just didn't know. It's not that deep. I just didn't know.
Can we say like our parents' names and like last names?
Wait, I don't know docs them, but.
She said I don't want
How
to
about we
dox.
go down the line and we say our last name?
Oh, our last name? Okay, my name is Dustin Vung.
Teja Srivalsan.
Justin SB. Oh my God, that sounds so white.
SB.
I'm sorry. No. Hear me out. Hear me out.
not easy.
No. SB is it's. There's a whole conspiracy theory that my last name was shortened. So in the Philippines, it's very Spanish, and it was probably shortened from like Esperanza and Espejo. Like my dad's name is Joselito. Like, you know, my family is like very like Spanish influenced. I think that
That's actually really common with Filipinos. Not even gonna lie, that's actually very common. Cause my ex was Filipina, and she she put me on to so much bro. God, bro, I love Filipino people, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Oh,
their
I'm muted on
cultures are a
accident.
little bit different than mine. Maybe they just didn't believe it as much.
Nah, this nigga looks
I have a
Filipino
lot
as
of
fuck.
Filipino friends, so
Filipino.
when I heard him
My fault.
like talk a little bit about Filipino last names, I think I felt like I was kind of in his shoes in a way, because as a person who could be mistyped as like someone who's like Latinx, for example, because
What's up,
they
Ezra?
have similar last names, I was just only imagining what was going on in his head, like of him trying to overcompensate.
Do you guys think you guys can
What
tell
the
an
fuck?
Asian American accent?
I think I can.
Like
Where
just
you-
based off of
Wait,
how you some
what?
American accent?
His head, like of him trying to overcompensate.
Do you guys think you guys can tell an Asian American accent?
Asian American.
I think I can.
Like
Where
just
you-
based off of how some of you guys are speaking, I feel like I could tell you're Asian American.
Yeah, there's a cadence
Type
for
shit.
sure. I've seen videos recently actually.
But all
where
of them
it's, like
are.
very like we pronounce things very like we enunciate a lot.
Yeah, you sound very Asian.
Yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
Dustin.
Yeah, because they learned English like the proper way. That's kind of how you could tell too. I ain't gonna lie, I just thought about that. Because a lot of people who are just like native English speakers, they don't speak English properly, bruh. Because there's a shit ton of different dialects of English. And people who learn English, they learn how to enunciate their words and stuff. We don't learn shit like that. I'm telling you we don't, bruh. Especially on the East Coast, like out in the country, bruh. You just do not be saying full words, bro.
I think that
I ain't
like,
gonna lie.
we talk like very flamboyant in a way,
English
but like
is
in a
pro
kind
her,
of
I would
Valley
say
Girl
so.
adjacent.
Yeah, I'd go back to the drawing board with that one. Okay, he didn't really say much. I don't think he's on the chopping block though.
Justin, I wasn't for sure about, but I had a feeling it could have been him.
Honestly, his name was Edward. I was kind of just like voting anyone at all who like created suspicion.
Nigga, your name is Dustin.
I mean, I feel like the biggest part of my
My keyboard
elimination was
wasn't
my
working,
name.
lol
My name is
boy.
Justin Kyle SB, and most people would think, first of all, Justin
Ezra, why don't you
Kyle,
start talking to me with
very
some
white
respect,
person.
alright?
I thought that in my head, the strategy would have been
You're
just,
literally
like, play it
75
honest, and
pounds
they might
soaking
think
wet.
It's like, well, he's probably Asian, just not as Asian as others, you know? But I guess they didn't think that way.
Did everyone grow up in Southern California?
No.
Oh, yeah, you don't use pounds.
Yes.
I grew up
You're
in
like
Northern California.
Southern
45
California.
kilograms.
California.
I, like, for 12 years, I was in India, in Bangalore, and then I moved to the Bay Area.
Oh, we're in the Bay.
San Ramon, California.
Oh, I don't know.
Why that noise?
Sorry. So it's like
Not
not
good?
No, they're like you guys are best friends now.
Well, I only know San Jose because all my family's from there, but.
Yeah, I'm actually living in San Jose right now, though.
You do?
Yeah. Wait, what brings you to LA then?
For the show.
Wow.
Damn.
Hey,
That's like mole level.
Hey, that's
You know what I mean?
mole level right
I don't know
there.
if I'd come all the way if I wasn't.
What
the
if he's
mole.
just like really rich guys?
Fair
Wait,
enough.
We're not that rich, but my family's pretty well off.
I think that's an insane level of commitment. I think Jubilee's great, but if you're coming just to be yourself, I think that's like a little extra.
He flew here. Why would you do that? Like, that's crazy.
fuck.
I got a question about dating.
Oh,
Your parents
fuck.
like specifically tell you don't avoid this particular, race if possible. It's a little bit.
Ooh, this is a testy one.
Yeah.
Well, I think racism is very rampant in Asian culture.
Hold on, I might have saved it. He might have saved
Colorism
it.
Within our own like ethnicities and stuff. At least for Vietnamese people, like if you are pale,
Yeah.
you are more beautiful. And I mean that's in Korean culture too. Like look at the K-pop
Yeah,
industry.
that's facts.
You
That's
cannot
facts.
be an idol. I always do not feel attractive compared to like my peers, and whenever
Nah, Dustin,
I
don't
talk
let them tell
about
you that, bro. You look good, bro.
romance or love life, dating with anyone who's white specifically, I just kind of now locked in, like I can't emotionally really connect with them at all, because I always say like we live such different lives where I'm like, so whenever I'm talking to like one of my white friends, I'm like, well, it's different for you. It's always gonna be easy for you. That affects my confidence because with like the music stuff, with the work stuff, talent can shine through no matter what. But with dating, physicalities is a lot of it, so.
Honestly, my parents are
Facts.
very like progressive and didn't really care too much about what race of people I dated. I think deep down they'd prefer that I end up with someone Indian long term just because like family values and what align. But they're honestly been pretty chill.
So me in particular, they would definitely say just try to stick to Japanese if you can, right? I think because of the war, in the past, they got a little bit of resentment towards certain countries. I'm not gonna mention it, right?
We know.
Yeah. I met my wife when I was a student over there in Japan. So I think what worked in my advantage is that they had no nuances of what Mexico was. We have never been in a fight with Japan. Japan and Mexican relationships are pretty good. I had to win them over later, by.
I mean, like, he did kind of fuck it up, though. I'm not gonna lie, he did kind of fuck it up. Whenever he was like, "Oh, I'm from here," and then they're like, "Well, what brings you here?" And he's like, "You flew in as like, you know what I'm saying, like just to be a participant." That was kind of like, I wish he didn't say that, but at the same time, like, fuck it though. You know what I'm saying? Because he did dig himself out of the hole. I think.
Their traditions, taking care of their
Fuck,
daughter.
I'm scared though.
And just building a relationship with them. I've been building it over for 15 years, and we're really comfortable with each other right now.
I think for me, my parents, they never said like, don't date this race. It was always just, please just date a Korean girl. And I mean, I
Yeah,
didn't.
for me as well.
I
Yeah,
didn't
my
really
parents were
mind
like-
because like my preference is Koreans as well.
Bro, I be just trying to fit in, bro. I don't have parents. I have one. But yeah, my mom be saying like, she claims that she don't really care, bro. My mom cares, bro. Oh God, if I brought a white girl home, my mom would be like, fuck. She wouldn't say it to her though. She would act like super like nice, all type of shit, right, to the girl. But then afterwards, bro, my mom would be talking shit, bro. I already know, bro. I already know. That's why there's like, you know that meme, bro. What the fuck is that? Where the fuck that shit at, bro? Peter Skin. Yeah, this shit right here, bro. What the fuck is that? But yeah, this shit right here, bro. This is like with my mom, bro. It's the opposite. Like, this is okay, and then this is when it starts to become not okay. I'm telling you, bro. This is exactly how it is, bro. This is exactly how it is with my mom, bro. It's like, this is okay, this is not okay. I'm telling you, she's cool with all this. She's cool with it, but like, really, it's like right here, bro. This is where she's like, oh my gosh, she's so nice. And I'm like, mom, she ain't even say nothing yet. Like, literally, she could be a fucking serial killer, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So I mean, yeah, it just makes it easier in the long
Type
run,
shit.
like culturally too.
I knew
Is
the
your
milk
family
wasn't at home.
religious?
Yeah, my dad's actually a pastor. He works in the church.
I don't drink
Pretty
milk.
Korean.
Yeah, that's so Korean. Come
That's
on,
pretty
OC Korean
yeah.
classic, right?
Wait, what'd he say?
Pastor, he works in the church. Truly too.
Is your family religious?
Yeah, my dad's actually a pastor. He works in the church.
You're Korean,
That's pretty
right?
Korean.
Yeah, that's so Korean. Come
That's
on,
pretty
OC
Korean,
Korean
yeah.
classic right there.
I think when he said that, we were like, okay, you're definitely Asian.
I thought I sounded the most Asian. I'm like kind of whitewashed Asian. I was still like, I'm more Asian than you guys. So why are you guys coming at me?
Wait, Dejas, I have a question. So, you said you were in India for 12 years.
Correct.
Did you go to like a certain type of school? Did
Yeah.
you go to national school? Did you go to?
I went to an international school, yeah. So I was born in the Bay Area, and 3 months after I was born, you know, my parents scooped that passport, dipped. We went to Bangalore, so I could be raised with like Indian values and close to grandparents, family, and whatnot. And then I moved back for right before high school.
Your accent sounds very hip.
Mine?
Yeah.
I can also speak in an Indian accent if that would help.
Speak the language? Or,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Did you say you speak
Can you say like a sentence real quick?
In which language?
Whoa.
Well, I don't know if the language will actually
Yeah,
help
I
that
don't
much
know.
because like.
Oh,
most
hey,
of it
hey,
have
it's
grown
because
up-
he doesn't want to speak it.
Well, I could speak Chinese.
Sorry.
Wait,
said that?
wait.
Edward.
Edward, can you rip some Chinese for us?
Rip some Chinese.
Bro, like, that's the one thing I don't like, though, whenever, like, when I tell people I'm studying German and shit, they be like, oh yeah, say something, and like, bro, what the fuck do you want me to say, bro? Like, that doesn't make me as mad, though, as whenever someone says, or I tell someone, like, oh yeah, I'm funny, and then they say, oh yeah, tell me a joke. Bitch, what the fuck do you, like, what do you mean tell me a joke? When the fuck has that ever worked? Yeah, let me just pull a joke out of my ass so you can fucking laugh. Fucking fat ass prick. Like, bro, no, bro, that shit be pissing me off, bro. Like, nah, bro, I don't like when people do shit like that, bro. But, I mean, like, the language shit, like, to a lesser degree, the language shit is kind of the same thing. It just reminded me of that. Sorry.
Yeah，我的名字是吴爱华，我
You can't
我在
really
北加
think.
南加州
Say
长大的
hello.
，so that means I grew up in Southern California, and my name is Edward. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Sounded a little bit. Okay, so ケンイチと申し
It's not
ます
true.。
基本アメリカ生まれ育ちなんだけれども、両親とも2人日本人です。So I just said that my name is Ken, and my parents are Japanese, and I was born in the San Diego area.
He was just too fluent.
He was like the most Asian sounding person, so like inherently I was thinking that that might be like kind of like a throw off because you'd automatically assume that someone who sounds like that is from Asia in general.
Halo, ini Ujo. Sekarang aku lagi ngomong tentang bahasa Indonesia. Sebenarnya
Why the fuck is this nigga voice so majestic, bro? Like, yo, stop, bro. Stop, nigga. Like, come on, bro.
Aku
Stop,
ngomong
stop
bahasa
doing that to
Inggris.
me, bro. Like, my
Tahu.
body moving weird and shit.
well, as you can tell, I'm not like super fluent, so like I'm already messing up on my words.
안녕하십니까 여러분. 저 이름은 런입니다. 저는 항상 여기 동네에서 살았어요. And I basically just said, hello
Some
everyone.
dude that is
My
like
name
shit.
is Ronnie, and I've always been in this area.
Just to protect myself, I'm gonna go with 2 languages. First is Malayalam. Nyan Malayalayana, enike korcha Malayalam Ariyam. That means I'm a Malayali and I know a little bit of Malayalam. And Tamil is Tamil Teriyama, Yenama Epadi Pesenglama. That means, do you know Tamil? How do you speak like that?
Do you speak Hindi as well?
Thoda samajh mein aata hai.
You sound tall. How tall are you?
I'm 6'1.5".
Wow.
So my Vietnamese is pretty bad, but I'm gonna.
Are Indian people, like, tall on average? I actually never thought about that. How tall are Indian people on average? Bitch, not the average human. Fuck. Men in India 5'7". Oh, what the fuck? Damn. India. Well, it's probably because they got fucking billions of people on their fucking, like, planet. That actually, I mean, not planet, on their fucking their little country. So that's probably why the demo is so wide. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody gonna be over 6 foot. That makes
Say
sense.
my Vietnamese is bad. Tiếng Việt của tôi come tốt, which is my Vietnamese is bad. I can also count to however long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, but yeah.
Sounds like a song.
Wait,
Sounds
Edward,
like-
Yeah, what's up?
do you have a Chinese name?
Yeah, 吴爱华.
Does everyone have an Asian name?
Yes.
I don't.
Yeah.
But my middle name is Kang, if that helps. I don't know. My sister's name is Justin Tui Ting Boon.
Hey, so if you got siblings, say their ethnic names too.
My sister, her name is Wu Tanghua.
My sister's name is Yamada Chika.
My brother's name is Gerald, but we call him Raud.
Yeah, I have 4 siblings. My older brother's name is Chung Semin, older sister Chung Serin, younger brother Chung Soyo, younger sister Chung Yuzu.
I just have an older sister, and her name is Trisha.
You have like an ethnic name, but your sister doesn't. So I guess that just like made me turn my decision from you.
Damn, bro, they be flipping on niggas so quick in this shit, bro. Dang.
On Asian.
My sister's name, Vietnamese name is Thuy Tiên, but I have 2 other brothers, but we're also all just like, they have the same name for me, except their names Daniel and Derek.
Fuck, I'm scared, bro. I'm scared, bro. I think they might get him out, bro.
When we brought up the question about the sister, his sister, I think he said was Trish or something. It was a very common American name.
In terms of the consensus of like the most suspicious things said, like I think he said frequently things that I found questionable, and I also thought where other people would vote. So I try to factor that into my discussion to protect myself. I just could sense it was coming. I think it was probably to do with when I said my sister's name is Trisha, and I think that's like a pretty like normal name. I think there's people of every ethnicity and background with that name. It is also an Indian name, and they were all saying like far more like ethnic sounding names. And I said it pretty nonchalantly because I thought it was like kind of obvious after I spoke 2 languages that I would not be the mole. But yeah, that didn't really work.
Yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Hey, put that back on. Now you get to decide whether or not you want to continue the game. If everyone feels confident that you have already caught the mole, then you can end the game now. But if the majority has doubt, the game will continue. Please raise your hand if you want to continue.
That's crazy, bro. He really clutched that bitch, though. Oh.
Majority rules, the game is over.
What? Are y'all serious? I feel like we could have got a few more rounds in there. Damn, that's early. Have y'all watched this series? Like 2 people out and we want to risk it. There's like 5 people in the box still. I was a bit annoyed, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm going to turn the lights red or green. If they are green, that means you have voted out the mole and you win. If the lights turn red, that means the mole is still in the box and you lose. 3, 2,
That's crazy,
1.
bruh. They really got that nigga out.
Red, you have lost.
So crazy, guys.
Oh my.
We will now reveal the moles. 3, 2, 1, take off your blindfold.
Very nice.
I was really happy that at first nobody gave me a
Bro,
single.
nobody
vote.
voted
I think
for
in the
this
second round either. Nobody voted.
Nobody
for me.
voted
To
for
be
this
honest,
nigga.
My biggest concern was not my Japanese, it was my English.
Ken's accent was going from like a Japanese accent to regular, and then he went back to a Japanese accent. And that's when I started catching on.
The people that we did vote off, I thought they were more of a mole than him.
Wait, so what is your ethnicity?
I'm actually fully Mexican, born and raised in Tijuana, Mexico. So I learned Japanese by myself.
For fun or like what's
At
fun?
first it was for fun, but then it got like serious. I went to study in Japan. I work for a global Japanese company right now. My wife is from Kyoto, from Japan. I think Japanese culture really complements my
If he didn't have a Japanese wife, I don't think he would have been able to save it like that. Cause like I think a lot of the shit he was saying, it was true. It just wasn't true for him. So like, bro, it was that shit was hard though. I like that clutch though. I like that clutch. That was a good clutch.
Loud. I think that when I go to Japan, I get to meet this other side of myself. I'm more polite, I'm more respectful. I really am fascinated by just how opposite they are, but at the same time, how so many commonalities as human beings we have.
You sound like you're
Type shit.
Oh no, everyone tells me I have the OC accent.
I thought I'd do really well in being able to see any like Southern California.
Yeah.
Nah, that was good. That was a good
I will
episode,
say,
bro.
like, I think with you, it was a
Go right
little
in, not
hard
because he's
because
Mexican,
you were
because he's older
international.
dude
I
hanging out with
believed you.
No, it was just so unbelievable.
I didn't even think
You
about
can
that.
know that many languages.
Had we gone forward with the game,
That's good. That's
I
a
was
good
gonna
advantage of that.
talk about like a Kevin Nguyen
Always when Mexican
stereotype.
citizen
Seems
that
like
looks
most
Asian.
people should be aware if you're Asian at least. Basically, the Kevin
seen
Nguyen
this
stereotype is this
quiet, taking a
archetype of an
Japanese role too
Asian. They're known to be Vietnamese.
Wait, what?
They have
Y'all
a
seen
specific
them
look to
before?
them. Essentially, they're just like a boy. They dress in a certain way where it's typically like all black, tattoos. It's just so infamous that everyone kind of knows it. I thought would have been a really good indication if you were Asian or not.
Like, I don't think there's like one single thing that unites us all. I mean, we all share like a lot of the similar characteristics, but I don't think that there's like one uniting factor.
Y'all eyes are damn near closed, bruh. All the time. That's the one between all y'all, bruh. That's why you had to be blindfolded, gang. Because if you seen it without being blindfolded, you would have been like, hey, what the fuck is going on here? That nigga is not Asian. That's why you had to be blindfolded, gang.